In 1951, a chilling mystery gripped St. Petersburg, Florida, baffling investigators to this day. A 67-year-old widow, Mary Hardy Reeser, was consumed by fire in her apartment, yet the room around her showed barely any damage. Was it spontaneous combustion, a tragic accident, or something stranger? Welcome to this Cinder Woman mystery, one of Florida's most perplexing cases. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If unsolved mysteries are your thing, hit that subscribe button and let's unravel this eerie case together. It's July 1st, 1951. Mary Hardy Reeser, a 67-year-old widow, is in her St. Petersburg apartment, preparing for bed. Earlier, she was upset about canceling a trip up north. Her son visits, and she takes 2 sleeping pills, planning to take 2 more. She lights a cigarette, settles into her easy chair, and that's the last time anyone sees her alive. The next morning, Reeser's landlady arrives with a telegram, but finds the doorknob too hot to touch. Firefighters are called, forcing their way into a soot-filled apartment. What they discover is shocking. Reeser's body is gone, reduced to a pile of ashes, a fragment of backbone, a reportedly shrunken skull the size of a cup, and her left foot still in a slipper. Melted human fat stains the carpet. The chair she sat in, just springs. An end table, burnt to a crisp. But here's the twist. The rest of the apartment is barely touched. Let's break down the scene. The apartment shows signs of extreme heat, melted light switches, a ceiling beam that had to be extinguished, and a destroyed partition between the kitchen and living room. Yet, the lower walls are still white. The bedding? Spotless. Newspapers on the water heater? Untouched. The stove, heater, and fridge? All in perfect working order. The clock stopped at 4:20 a.m., suggesting when the fire might have started. But here's what makes this case bizarre. No one, not the landlady, not the neighbors, reported smelling burning flesh or smoke. So, how does a woman burn to ashes in a fire hot enough to cremate her bones, yet leave her apartment almost untouched? Theories flooded in. Some believed Reeser, grieving her husband's death, might have taken her own life. Others suggested a lightning strike, but the only electrical damage was a burnt-out fuse in the water heater. The wildest theory? Spontaneous human combustion. The St. Petersburg police concluded the fire likely started when Reeser's cigarette ignited her rayon acetate nightgown while she was drowsy from sleeping pills. The fire spread to the chair, fueled by her body's fat, creating a slow, intense burn. They called it a rare phenomenon where a body burns almost completely due to its own fatty tissues. But there's a problem. Cremating bones requires around 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit for hours. A typical fire only hits about 2,000 degrees. If it was that hot, why didn't the entire room go up in flames? In 1987, investigators Joe Nickel and John Fisher revisited the case in the Skeptical Inquirer. They argued the fire burned slowly for nearly 12 hours, fueled by the chair's stuffing and Reeser's body fat, with partially open windows providing oxygen and the concrete floor preventing the blaze from spreading. That unburnt foot? Reeser had a stiff leg, which she kept stretched out, likely beyond the fire's reach. And a shrunken skull? Likely a myth. A forensic anthropologist suggested it was just a lump of neck muscle, not a shrunken head. Even with these explanations, the case isn't fully resolved. It's still largely educated guesswork. Mary Reeser's death remains one of Florida's greatest mysteries. Her family even claimed they felt her presence in the apartment until her furniture was removed, saying, "That's Grandma again. Don't worry, she's nice." What do you think happened to Mary Reeser? Was it a tragic accident, spontaneous combustion, or something else entirely? Drop your theories in the comments, and let us know if you've heard of other bizarre cases like this. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Mary Reeser mystery, give us a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more unsolved cases. Check out our playlist of chilling mysteries linked below, and let us know in the comments which case we should cover next. Stay curious,